I think we should designate a campaign on this show, this podcast, for Ilya Samsonov. Since his waiver stint, 12-3-0, 2.37, 9-11, one shutout. I thought he was brilliant again. And to me, this has to be the biggest story of this Maple Leaf season. The real rags to riches story where the guy was placed on waivers. Every team in the league had a shot to claim Ilya Samsonov. They said, no, thanks. He comes back after words of inspiration from his father and everybody around him. And all of a sudden he's turned into like a premier goalie in this league where every game he's being made, he's making saves. And now you could actually have that conversation down the stretch. Who starts game one of the playoffs? It's crazy to me.
It's a huge bounce back. Like, I don't know. Doesn't that Masterton usually go to someone who like, what do you say? So he was dog shit in the first half, but
it's like perseverance, a story of perseverance, I think there's going to be a couple guys out there, but I think at the very least, like, there should be consideration for a Samsonov. Like, I mean, mental health. I mean, there's your story.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know what the details are on what was going on with him or what his reset was, or, like you say, spoke to his father and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty standard, but it was a huge 180. It was, from how much he was struggling. And I remember sitting right here going, when he got back in the lineup and got called back up and he didn't even play a game with the Marlies, it's not like he had a whole bunch of numbers and got his game back in place. It was just like he went away on like almost like a rehabilitation of his mind, I guess. And he came back and it was his first game back. And I remember thinking, this is such a big game. Like, this has got to be such a pressure packed game. Like, he knows, we know, everyone knows if you don't have it now, you're probably on the shelf. You're probably done. You probably won't wear the Maple Leaf sweater again. And he had a solid performance. And then another one after that. And he's been like about nothing but solid for the entire time. His record speaks for itself. Save percentage, goals against, all that stuff. Like, nobody's perfect, but he has been so solid. And to turn it around like that, I don't know what the hell he did. I don't know what changed, or like, did he go off on an ayahuasca trip and just reinvigorate his soul? I don't know, but he's playing a lot better hockey, and it's good to see because I like Sammy, and I think you could put a lot of faith in him. And when he's good, he's really good. And honestly, the goaltending isn't really a huge factor in my mind this year. I think both are very capable, and if they're playing well, they're going to be in good hands.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I just think you look at the numbers specifically for Samsonov. Like, it's wild to me that we're having that conversation where, like, they got to cut bait with this guy. They got to let him go. Just let him go to the minors. To now, it's like you need him to start every game. He's been brilliant. He's been outstanding. Just doing his thing. And he's an afterthought, which I think you want from your goaltenders, where every game he's been consistent. Like, consistency is the big word for me. Every game you can count on Ilya Samsonov. It's great to see.
Yeah, like the first 15 there, producer Vic's getting some stats up at like just about 4 goals against. Your average is just not NHL caliber. You just can't be in the pipes if you're going to be like that. And now it's 9-1-1, 12-3 since he came back. I mean, that's not like that's a solid number, man. That's a solid 180 resurgence, whatever you want to call it. But good for him, because I don't think we have goalie woes right now.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.